the battle for fifth. Joey Logano has it. Kevin Harvick wants it. Logano hugging the bottom. Harvick gives him a little nudge. Now Harvick goes high. Can't get it done. Gonna try the high side again. And Logano, for the first time today, somebody's been able to hold somebody off on the low line.
Yeah, so far, but here comes Harvick now. He's still working that outside. I think he really does want that outside groove. He's not going to try it on the bottom. And Harvick still working Logano on the outside, or trying to get on the outside of Logano.
That is for sixth. All right, let's go back and show you what happened at the end of the race. There's Joey Logano out of the car because all we saw was the tail end of it. And here is Kevin Harvick, and this was 4-5. Whoa, boy, Kevin, bump and run, baby. Harvick gets fifth, and Logano gets dumped to 14th. Well, the guy said it in countdown. Until he starts pushing back, people are going to keep pushing him. For Harvick, his 123rd top five, tying Tommy Houston.
I just raced with him, and you know, he kept chopping me, and I got in there and just got in the back of him a little bit, and hate that happened. Good day for our Ream Chevrolet, and you know, you just got to have the lane to race, so you got to do what you got to do.
Sounds like Bristol, guys.
So I'm sure that if you talk to Logano, you will get a different story, but we can been told he has chose not to comment at this time. Jamie Little asked him, and Joey obviously wants to take a few moments and gather his thoughts.
Now, sometimes in this situation, you're just better off not saying exactly what's on your mind at this time.
But they just about have to stop when they get into the corner like that, and you can see as we'll pan back to the front.
Oh, he got into him. Logano around. Can he save it? He is unable to. Caution. And the caution came out right as Denny Hamlin was crossing the start-finish line to get the white flag.
They're all coming above you.
Oh, look at Logano. Pulls right up to Harvick. A 2.5-mile speedway with short track characteristics and short track tempers when the race is over.
Yeah. You know, and here's Joey's team trying to keep him calm down, and this is probably best. That's Joey's dad.
Joey's dad's
Go in
there and tell him.
That's why Joey's dad's got his hard card pulled a couple of times. Let me just go ahead and say that. Yeah, but
no, you know what? He needs to do this. He needs to vent. I mean, he's been taken out so many times at the end of a race, whether it's a nationwide race or whatever. And, you know, he should be mad.
Yeah, and I'm gonna say this in Joey's defense. You know, they were just racing, and I probably spoke too soon. I don't think it was Harvick's fault. I don't think it was Joey's fault. But Joey has to stand up for himself at some point in time. You know what I mean? We saw, you know, Burton last week say, I'm not going to take it anymore. I think you're seeing Joey say, I'm not going to take this anymore, especially from Kevin Harvick, because he and Kevin just seem to find their place, same place on the racetrack all the time.
Yeah. Like I said, it was tight racing. You're at the end of the race, but you're absolutely right, Kyle. He's got to man up on some of these guys, because you're going to get pushed around in this business until you do.
Until you do, man. Until you do. Earnhardt and those guys were the best at nudging you, rubbing you, leaning on you.
It's disappointing, to be honest with you. It's you know, we had a top 5 run going with the Home Depot Toyota, and that's for us here. That was going to be awesome, and I was pretty pumped up about it. And racing 29, and he let me go in the middle of the straightaway, and decided to dump me in the next turn. I don't know what his deal is with me, but it's probably not his fault. You know, his wife wears a fire suit in the family, tells him what to do, so it's probably not his fault.
What's it going to take to cool this feud down between the two of you?
I don't know. I'm going to go to NASCAR Hauler, and I guess they're going to tell me what I'm supposed to do, so we'll just have to see.
What did Coach Gibbs and JD say to you?
Just tell me to calm down. You know, when we finished 13th, you know, I mean, we rallied back from 30th in 2 laps, so that was, I mean, at least we got something out of it. You know, it's not a top 5 like we should have finished, but, you know, it is what it is. It's just ridiculous that I don't know what I've ever done to piss him off, but he's apparently stupid.
Joey, you unloaded a lot of emotion when you came out of the car there. What are you thinking about that? Did you show too much, or are you okay with that?
No, he needs to know how I feel. No one lets me go up and talk to the guy. You know, I mean, you get out of the car, you want to talk to the guy, see what's going on. and there's 6,000 crew members around you that you can't go up and talk to them. So, I mean, I don't know how he's supposed to settle something if you can't even talk to the guy, which there's no talking to him anyway.
Joey, thanks for talking to us. Here's what Kevin Harvick had to say.
Nothing like the raw emotion.
Kevin Harvick, you end up with a 4th place finish, but tell us about the contact with the 20.
Yeah, I got in there and we just wound up getting together. Just 2 cars going in the same space at one time. I just got to thank everybody. On my Shell Pennzoil Chevy, they did a great job today. We had a solid car. Kind of got stuck back there in the middle of the pack with the pit strategy, but all in all, our car was good all day.
How about the pretty good points day for you?
Yeah. I mean, you know, the car was good, and that's the way we have to be. All the tracks that you know, we seem to struggle at in the past have been really good for us, and to go to these racetracks and run in the top 5 every week is what we're looking for.
This has not been historically your best racetrack.
No, it hadn't been, but today it was really good.
Yeah, when I said that I thought Harvick's car might be aerodynamically challenged getting into turn 3, I thought that's what put it up the racetrack. But I think you can see a lot like what Jamie McMurray was talking about. My car don't turn so good, my rear wheels are off the ground.
It is the 8th time that Matt Kenseth goes to victory lane at Daytona International Speedway, and now there will be a discussion.
You notice that Harvick hadn't taken his helmet off.
No, but I like that the crew members, while standing guard, they're content to let the 2 drivers talk it out. That'll be the end of that for now.
It's Kevin being Kevin, like he is the instigator, like everywhere else we go. So, New Year, same stuff. But, you know, it's trying to help, really, to be honest with you. You know, we had a run, he's going to keep pushing, and apparently his car was tight. I was doing the same thing with the 78 all night, and it was working. But we got in the quarter, and he got tight, and he got into the fence. And I was just trying to help, and he doesn't understand I was trying to help. I understand his frustrations, but I was trying to help out and try to get to the front and try to win this thing. It's no points or anything like that. You know, you go for the win. The 2nd place, 3rd place, 4th place doesn't mean anything. So we're just trying everything we can do.
I just told him I didn't appreciate it. You know, you know where you can push and how you can push and how far you can push, and you can't push them all the way into the corner up against the fence. So just proud of my Jimmy John's guys. They fixed the car and did everything they needed to do. It was a hell of a race tonight. But, you know, just really dumb driving there at the end. So you got to be aggressive, but you still got to use your head. You can't just detach it and lay it on the floorboard.